Alright, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakurash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, wa Akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. Alright, this is going to be another video through the Spirit. And we're going to deal with this situation, highlighting you the curses upon our people. Alright, and I came across this clip. I came across this clip with DMX. You know, he passed not too long ago. The rapper, the hip hop star, you know, so-called formerly. You know, he had this interaction with his son, and you know, like I said, the scriptures clearly show who the children of Israel are by our actions, by our demeanor, and by describing the curses that would be upon us. And I'm going to get that to start. So we're going to go look at the interaction between this man and his son. What group of people deal with this on a day-to-day basis? You know, and now you can make these, oh, everybody do. What group of people is known for what we're about to see? What group of people is known for fatherless households? What group of people is known for dysfunction? For the man being against the woman and the woman being against the men. Alright, Deuteronomy, it's going to be 28, let me see. Let's see. Right here, Deuteronomy 28 and 45, it says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and pursue thee, and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Alright, so this is something that we've been dealing with for a very long time. All these curses. Alright, and the main curse that we're going to be looking at here is dealing in this verse. Deuteronomy 28 and 54. Alright, and this curse overwhelmingly affects the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Alright, so we're going to use DMX as an example and look at the interaction between him and his son and this black woman, Ayanla, alright, which the devil, Esau Edom, he loves using the Israelite woman as a point of tension between the Israelite father and his children. So the devil is not guiltless in this as well. His influence and his wet working is also here. It's evident. All right, let's let it play.
Haven't seen each other in a year and a half.
Oh, he's here.
And this was back, I can tell from how he's talking and moving, this was back when DMX was still drugging. So he hadn't seen his son for a minute, right?
Hey.
You're making me cry, man.
Man, it's a damn shame, y'all. This a damn shame, because that's gone. Until we get to the kingdom, we won't get that love back that we would like to have for one another. Because, you know, you have the scriptures, love thy neighbor, love thy brother. And on the flip side of that, you have the scriptures that let you know not to trust your neighbor and not to trust your brother, because every brother will utterly supplant. Put ye not trust in a friend, trust ye not in a friend, put ye not trust in a guide. All right, keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. All right, our people is fucked over, so you can't trust everybody. You can't love everybody.
My baby, you always gonna be my baby. Always. That's why we never talk.
So this is how it started out. You know, they reunited, and we're gonna get into them talking. The son is talking to him about his grievances, so the things that DMX does that he didn't like, and DMX was going to explain himself.
So what's going on, man? little different.
Yeah. What's been going on?
He wanted to talk to you. And I said that I would support you all. I'm just keeping the high ground.
So you told her that she...
What she is the watchdog. All right? Well, a bitch don't need to be there for a father to talk to his son. This is that Edomite bullshit, man.
You want to talk to me?
Yeah.
Why couldn't you, like, tell me? Like...
Because you were shut down. I couldn't.
He's saying if you wanted to talk to me, why didn't you tell me? We ain't have to do this. Meaning get that bitch involved.
Down?
The way you've been.
The way I've been? You haven't seen... Like, what do you mean the way I've been?
The way you've been acting.
And Salakia,
how do I act?
You know, the back.
Between me and your mother. That's what you mean. Would you?
Yes, if always, as a kid, taking me around the women. Yes.
You don't have to agree. Eggs, can you just hear him and then you can respond?
I'm listening. Now, what did I do with these women that we were around? What did I do with them?
Well, one of them, we were at the studio. You kissed on the lips goodbye.
Okay.
Then another one. You told me on the lips.
Yeah, on the lips.
You were married to my mother, your wife.
Xavier's pain is rooted in what he believes is his father's betrayal of his mother.
Yeah. A kiss is harmless.
See, that's what that little boy don't understand. That a man is allowed to have multiple women, and DMX is gonna go on to break this down to him. All right, this is one of the other things. Our people don't know. Our people are so used to this Edomite system, we've forgotten how to govern ourselves and the reality of this world. So the son has an issue with the father because the father was a drug addict and because he had multiple women. All right, and DMX was about to get into him, and I'm using this as an example, y'all. This is what the curses look like, man. These are the situations that brothers and sisters like us had to grow up and go through. All right, both sides. You got, the son. Is he wrong for wanting his father to not be on drugs? Of course not. But then at the same time, you got the black woman in his ear barking him on, making him go against his own father. Then you got the father. Now his son should be under his authority, but that doesn't give DMX an excuse to be a fucking drug addict and then to act a fool. All right, all this shit, man. This is upon our people. It said, till what? Till thou be destroyed, which we now are, which is how we have found ourselves, without any cohesion whatsoever. All right, in the days that are coming, all right, it says it right here, Jeremiah 31:29. In those days shall they say no more, the fathers have eaten a sour grape, and the children's teeth are set on edge. It says, but everyone shall die for his own iniquity, and every man that eateth the sour grape, his teeth shall be set on edge. So basically right here, verse 29, many of us, y'all, imagine if your father ate something that tasted bad, and then all of a sudden your mouth starts tasting bad, and you didn't even eat it. Well, that's what happens in our life. We're suffering for, let's say your father was a stick-up kid. He was known for going around robbing people. Here it is, you're growing up dealing with that. Motherfuckers who was looking for him, they come in looking for you. These are the things that we deal with. We suffer. It's just a whole line and a whole lineage of suffering. But soon, that's going to come to its end. All right, let's come back. And you can see, DMX, he suffered his life, and that suffering passed on to his son, even though he was rich. This was a multi-millionaire, whatever, multi-millionaire making man. He had a son. You'd be able to think he'd be able to perfectly provide, and the relationship was still broke down. Showing you these curses don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter if you're rich, all right? It doesn't matter, what your reputation is. The Heavenly Father wasn't playing with us. Some
women do that. There's no indication, and for one, I don't even think why would you automatically assume that I'm like, for one, why would I bring you around her? That doesn't even make sense. That's like disrespectful. Why would I bring you around a chick that I'm?
Can I just offer?
Can I talk to my son, please?
Wait a minute.
Can I talk to my son, please?
Can I just offer you some?
And that's another angle. Can I talk to my son, please? All right. Why? Because the woman is also used as a tool, which you saw in that Deuteronomy. Hey, man. Hey, it's just bad all around, y'all. This is the average Israelite household. Can I talk to my son? This is the average Israelite household. The son down bad, the father down bad, and the mother is the tool of the devil. All right, right here, Amos 7:17. It says, therefore thus saith the Lord, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land, and Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land. All right, now I'm grabbing this to show you in the upper verse where it says, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city, meaning, and now quite literally, in representing the fact that we don't have any control over our women. All right, a harlot is a woman, without a husband, who solicitates her body for sex. She's unbound by the natural law of what? A husband being bound to a man. We don't have any of that, which is why Esau, Edom, the devil, he's able to use our women against us, especially in case of our children, which is why you're seeing his frustration come out.
Please, I want to talk to my son.
But y'all are talking to each other. Y'all are talking to each other.
This is just trying to hear her out.
Can I just offer you?
See, that's the problem right there. Every time we try to talk, there's somebody, there's always a damn interpreter. Whether it's your mother, whether it's, this lady here.
He said every time we try to talk, there's always an interpreter. And this place, man.
Do you feel that he's hearing?
You're very intelligent.
Do you think that he's hearing? Okay.
No.
And the son, he's soft as hell. He's just, he's a tool being used and manipulated with. And the son don't. This is a sad situation, player. This is a sad situation.
You know what?
The only thing I want to offer you. Here's the only thing I want to offer you, is that he wants to hear what you have to say. He does. Would that be accurate? And he wants to know that
I want him to own up to it.
Hear. Okay, tell him.
I want you to own up and say I did this.
Did I kiss the girl? Yes, that's common sense. It's obvious.
But also, remember all the times you were talking about, bragging, I got this girl.
Okay.
Married to my mother, and then...
What you don't understand is that there's a difference between and loving someone. Yep. There's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? Because
there's a difference between fucking a bitch and loving someone.
You get to, and I was well aware of that. Before I even met your mother, I knew there was a difference. About loving, she was my heart, yo. My heart, yo. Damn right. Yes, I loved her to death. Wouldn't trade any one of them bitches on the road for a moment of her time. Never. I'm not a liar.
I know that.
Okay,
you said,
but a lot of stories
about why you were with her.
So why didn't you?
And, he broke it down. There's a difference, all right? And which the son, and growing up in this world, you don't understand. You don't understand that. So you may, hey, you got certain Jake mad with they pops, because they pops had a couple women, which is a that's not something to be mad at your pop. Now, if your pop's up and left, now that's one thing, but a man is allowed to have multiple women. But once again, in this society that we live in, we're not properly brought up in our own ways. We're brought up in the ways of Esau, Edom. All right, which is why it says this out of the book of Sirach. And go to that 30, Sirach 30. All right, we have to completely remove ourselves from this man's system. It doesn't matter if you make money here. You're looking at a dude that was at one time rich and had so-called wealth. He don't even have a relationship with his kid. All right, Sirach 30:3. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. All right, but so we don't get taught the proper ways from our parents, because they weren't taught, because all we know is Americanism. And this is what America produces of the Israelite nuclear family: the man, the woman, and the child. It is a destroyed unit.
Like, yo, Dad, what's up? Like, nothing. You sitting there
because there was never any challenging you. Every time in that.
And you're not supposed to be. And this little dude ain't in the tree, so he don't know what's going on. But you're not supposed to be challenging your father anyway. Now, if your father, I'll say, if you happen to be given a father that wasn't the wisest man, you have to deal with that accordingly. Certain of the things that he says, you do and you listen to, and certain things, if he's trying to get you to go off or do things that's non-biblical, you just don't do it. It's as simple as that.
Liar
So
and a
Relationship with him.
Not always, but most of the time, you feel like beneath you. Even what you were saying was good.
That made you, what I'm saying?
Rewind, all right.
But just in the house, the way you would talk made me feel like beneath you. Even what you were saying was good.
Just give me an example of how I spoke to you that made you, what I'm saying?
And like I said, it sounded like the son was just soft. It sounded like the son was soft as hell.
I feel like you know.
I mean, it was years ago.
Just one example. Just one, since I've done it so much. This is such a major
What
part.
about today?
Ladies, shut up, man.
No, you
I'm
don't-
talking about. No,
you
listen,
don't
man.
get to
Listen,
talk
man.
to me
I'm
like that.
not going for this.
You don't get. I was talking to Xavier.
Damn, y'all, for real.
I was talking to Xavier. I'm not intimidated
You
by
gotta be intimidated, man. Stop running your mouth.
What about
I'm not
today?
even gonna have it. Debate, man. And y'all
What about
talk.
today?
And that's where it's at, y'all. This is what Edom has. He knows what he's doing, man. This is the system that he set up for us. You can't be the man of the house because it's all out of whack, and eventually you get up and fucking leave, man. Deuteronomy 28 and 48, or no, 54. This is a live example of that. You can't deal with that, dude. You'll fucking go crazy and kill somebody, man. You can't deal with that. Now, like I said, DMX ain't follow this. The nigga's a drug addict, rapper. He was probably living that street life. But you break it down to the simplest term. You have a father going through issues, a son going through issues. They try to commune and you can't because you have the woman who's the pawn of Satan. Alright? This shit is shoddy and scudded at best. Alright, what is that? What is this? And we'll jump to this. And, you know, I don't have a whole lot more. I just wanted to highlight this this thing, you know, Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. And both them things that happened to him, he was oppressed, so he tried to get up out the hood. He couldn't deal with it. And that gift, he was giving them riches and fame for becoming a rapper, and it destroyed him. How? He turned to drugs. So now he's destroyed, his son's destroyed, and it's all fucked. And there's actually one more clip, and we'll let it play. So this is what America will lead us to, man. These are some of the last.
I love you. I'm always gonna love you. I love who I am. I'm not gonna change for anyone.
I'm not trying to be disrespectul. I'm just trying to come talk to you like a man to man.
You tell me I won't have a relationship with you unless when I've been a great father to you. I smoked weed before you was born. I drank before you was born. Did a lot before you was born. Love is supposed to be unconditional. I will never put a condition on our love or our relationship. Never. Ever. And I guess until you get to that place, we won't have a relationship. It's sad that my son wants nothing from me. I have so much to offer. I guess. I still love you.
I love you too.
But that doesn't fly. It's not gonna fly. It's not gonna fly. It's not gonna fly. It's not gonna fly.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Well, I guess I'll see you at my funeral then.
Wow, you know. He said, I guess I'll see you at my funeral. And he wasn't lying. He wasn't lying. You know. This is what is the culmination of Babylon here. Of turning away from Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Broken at every turn, no matter what you obtain. Alright. So we give all praises to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem Rakakurash. Dove honors to the elders and apostles, Grand Millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to all like Akim wa Akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. I'm going to say Shalom.